All right, here we go. We're getting ready for Harpoon at Home for January 14th. All right, we got a great workout ahead of us. We're doing an every 4 minutes for 5 rounds. With this workout, you're gonna do 1 round of the movements that we have ahead of us. We have like 7 things we gotta cover today. And then in the remaining time of that 4-minute window, you get to rest. So the goal would be to have about 1 minute and 90 seconds to 2 minutes of rest per round. That way you can try to move fast, go quickly through each of the movements, but always making sure that we hit them under control and with perfect movement. So we're gonna start from the top. We're just gonna go in order. We got a lot of things to cover and a lot of different variations to show you. So the first one we're gonna do is actually the wall walk. This workout starts with 3 wall walks. Got a big guy here walking up the wall, so we'll show you different variations. He's gonna show you the full movement first. Go ahead and knock one out for us, Connor. He's doing a full push-up, staying nice and tight through the midline. Feet are narrow as possible. He touches his chest and nose on the wall, and then he walks himself all the way back out in as a controlled manner as we got. Might not be perfect, but we're trying to stay controlled as much as we can. Now, this can be kind of scary and a little intimidating. We're asking you to get inverted against the wall, so there's a ton of variations that we can do for this. So, one version might be if Connor starts in that same push-up position, he's gonna go to a plank first. He's gonna walk up until he feels a little wobbly. So maybe just a little bit of out of control. That's it. He's gonna pause for 2 seconds, walk himself back out. He'll do that times 3 instead of the full variation where we squeeze our belly and our chest all the way up to the wall, okay? Third variation that we're gonna cover here on the wall walk is we're actually just gonna hold a plank. Okay, the plank position is an awesome variation because we're still doing that straight long body position. He's pressing through his shoulder blades, supporting himself through his elbows and shoulders, making sure that he's pushing that floor away from him in the back and staying nice and stacked tall here. So good variation here. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds for each round. If we're gonna do 3 wall walks, our sub will be a 30-second plank. Nice. All right, so next in our array of things here. Okay, now this one's fancy. Sumo deadlift high pull. Connor's going to show you a couple good reps. Then we'll talk through it. Yep, he looks like a sumo wrestler here, right? So his stance is nice and wide, all right? He's going to go down and just relax at the bottom here so we can talk about the setup. His feet are a little bit wider than they are in a squat stance. His knees are pushing out. His chest is higher than his hips. So if you want to rotate, just so we can see that profile view here. Chest is higher than the hips, but we have a natural supported position through the back. Now what he's going to do is he's going to drive through his legs to make the dumbbell come up. As soon as his hips and knees extend, then he's going to follow with high elbows. The elbows go high and outside. We reverse the order on the way back down. So we make sure the dumbbell goes down. Then we bend the hips and knees. So now show us 3 good reps from that profile view. Yeah, nice, good, and relax there. Okay, now weird because you see how the dumbbell is, right? It's stacked upright. Show us again where you put your hands because it's kind of awkward, right? We're just holding on to it there. Want to make sure we have a good grip on it and that it's not going to fly out and away from us. Nice. Okay, cool. We have 9 of the sumo deadlift high pulls. So now we're gonna go 3 burpees over the dumbbell. We have 3 different variations of the burpee that we're gonna walk you through today. So this is the highest speed one that we have. If we're trying to move quick, we're trying to stay as fast as possible. He's gonna jump back, jump up, jump sideways, and then jump back, jump up. I'm gonna get out of his way. Okay, he's jumping back, jumping up. Jumps laterally and then up and over. Okay, that's the fastest version. That's also the version that spikes our heart rate the most. So you might do that in the early rounds. We're going to show you after the next couple movements different ways to modify that in a way where you can bring your heart rate down and stay a little more controlled. Okay, after our 3 burpees over the dumbbell, now we have 12 dumbbell hang, clean, and jerks. Really fun motion because what we're trying to do is just get that dumbbell from the floor to an overhead position. So go ahead and show us 3 good reps. Nice. What we're looking for here is he's going to stay above the knee as he presses this dumbbell up overhead. Nice. And then here, you're going to switch arms, okay? He's going to bring it up to his shoulder, drive through his knees to a locked out position up overhead. On his way down, he's going to bring it to his shoulder. Then he's going to hinge forward by pushing his hips back to get a good, strong position through his spine. Brings it back up to the shoulders, presses. Good. Go to your other side and turn to our profile. Awesome, Connor. Show us there from 3 reps from the side. He's still using his legs. His arms are involved, but this is still a lot of leg drive to get that dumbbell up overhead. Nice and good there. Awesome. All right, so one other thing we want to talk about in the dumbbell hang clean and jerk is just the start position. So the dumbbell will actually be in between the feet to start, but we want to make sure that when we begin the movement, we stand up to a deadlift, and then he can hinge his hips back to create that hang and jump it up overhead. Go back down all the way to the floor. Some people will want to do this and just do a full clean and jerk from the ground, but we want to make sure that we get it to the hip to start. So make sure you are standing that up to that deadlift position to stay in the hang. Nice. All right, then we have 3 more burpees over the dumbbell. All right, so now what Connor's going to do is he's going to jump back, step up with his outside foot, and then jump laterally. All right? Yeah, I like this. I like this. There we go. Jumps over. Okay, steps up with one foot, and then gets over the dumbbell from there. This will help slow us down just enough to be under control. Good, and relax. Good. We really like that version and a little bit longer of a workout. We want to keep a high cadence, keep moving quickly, but still be able to control the heart rate so that we can stay fast on the dumbbell movements itself. Whew. All right, we got 2 more to cover. Last one we have is the dumbbell snatch. This is a great movement to increase the speed that we're pulling something off of the floor and then continue to put that dumbbell up overhead. So show us 3 good reps here with the dumbbell snatch. He's going to alternate right, left. Going all the way to the ground. Both dumbbell heads touch the floor. Things we want to think about here. Again, we're maintaining that good lumbar curve, meaning we're just keeping a nice flat back through the spine. What he's thinking about is he's going to jump aggressively. When he jumps hard, that dumbbell will start to feel weightless at a mid-range point. Then he's going to pull really hard with that elbow, punch it up overhead. What I like about what Connor's doing here is if you'll notice where he's bringing it down, he's pulling it to his shoulder and then hinging his hips back. So he gets the dumbbell up overhead, he pulls it like a shoulder press down to the floor and then gets us back overhead. That keeps our back in a nice controlled manner. Nice. All right, so say that took Connor about 2 minutes. He has 2 minutes to then recover. And then after that, he's just going to continue to work through the workout and starting from the top every 4-minute increment. We got 5 rounds, so nice long workout ahead of us. So don't crush yourself too much at the very beginning, but give yourself a good speed to try to hold on to. I really like to grab a whiteboard or a piece of paper and write down my rounds and see if I can keep it within a 3-second range of where I am from the beginning. All right? Good workout ahead of us. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Right on.